In this video, I wanted to show you some of the things that you can do with the designs that you get in the software. We're going to focus on the symbols. Those are free little designs you get. And we're also going to focus on this tool right here called the repeat design tool. So we're going to kind of do a dual purpose video showing you the symbols first and then taking it and utilizing the repeats design feature because it works great with the symbols. So I have selected this symbols icon, and I'm going to go over to the properties box over here, and you'll see this little preview window for a symbol. If I click the arrow, you'll see that it drops down, and I have the ability to see the different symbols that come with the software. So let's say that I wanted to bring in this snowflake right here. I'm just going to left mouse click on it, and then I'm going to come over to the software and I'm going to left click. You'll notice that it dropped it right in. I can left click again to add another one, again to add another one, because this tool is active right now. The other thing that I can do is I can click and hold down the mouse and drag, and you'll notice if I click and drag, I have the ability to scale this snowflake and rotate it at the same time. So I let go of the mouse click. I'm going to left click again and drag. I can move it in the different directions, and I'll just do that a couple more times just to kind of show you can click and drag to create these symbols in the sizes that you want. Once I have all of the symbols that I want and I don't want to add any more, to turn the tool off, you simply right mouse click. Notice that I have a little plus symbol on the screen. I'm going to right click, and you'll notice the moment I do that, you don't see the symbols over here anymore, and I have a regular cursor. That lets me know that I've turned that tool off, so if I click and drag, you'll notice I'm not creating any more symbols. But the nice thing is that you can add as many as you want, quick and easy, and then right mouse click when you're done. I'm going to turn on 3D view so you can see this in 3D view. I'm going to go ahead and select all of these, and I'm going to delete them by hitting this cut button up at the top. And I'm going to hit the symbols tool again, and I'm going to select a different one this time. Let's go ahead and get this fish. So again, I can left click. I can do that multiple times, or I can left click and drag and make it a little bit bigger and rotate it at the same time. So you can have fun with this tool and create a bunch of symbols quick and easy, and these can be easily sewn out. And when I'm done adding, I right click and it turns that tool off. Very simple to play with, so you want to make sure you do that. And I'm going to delete these. I'm going to grab one more symbol, and I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do with the repeat tool. So I'm going to let's go ahead and grab this anchor, and I'm going to click, and just to put it on the screen. Now I'm going to turn the tool off because I only want this one anchor. So I'm going to right mouse click to turn it off, and then I'm going to select it so that it's highlighted. And that's just using the selection tool. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this repeats the design icon. When I click this, it'll open up a dialog box. And this is a really powerful feature. I can tell it how many rows across I want and how many rows down. So if I want it to be 5 rows, 5 across and 5 down, I can just hit the little arrow. There's 5 across, and right now there's 2 going down, so I'm going to change that to 5. You'll notice that it creates this and it repeats it. I'm going to also come in here and make some distance horizontally between them. So you can see that I'm creating some distance between each, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Let's put it at 0.15. I'm going to do the same thing vertically. So you can see that I can come in and actually put a little bit of distance. And I'm going to also come down to the other options, and I can come in here and flip every other one horizontally or vertically. Let's go ahead and flip everyone vertically so you can see every other one is vertically done. I can also take it and flip every other one horizontally. So you can see I can create this little pattern with this symbol. And when I have it where I want, you can see that my output size, this is about 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches. So it's about the size I'm working with. I press OK and it brings that onto the software. So this is a really neat feature. I do want to show you one other thing. Because what I notice is when I have it all selected, you see all these lines? These are all of where the jumps take place in the design. So if I do a slow redraw, which is located up here, you'll notice that it's kind of jumping around from object to object. And I don't really want to necessarily stitch it that way. So this is a great time. I'm going to select them all again to show you another feature of the software. So we have the ability in the software to optimize the sequence in which things sew out. So I'm going to click this icon right here for the sequence, and you'll notice that now there's a lot less jumps that are taking place. So if I go undo, you can see that I have all of these jumps and all these lines, but by clicking this icon, the sequence, you'll notice that these lines change considerably. And I also have an optimize entry and exit so that it will optimize where one starts and ends so that you eliminate long jumps as well. So I'm going to click that and you'll notice that it gets cleaner and cleaner as I go. So now I'm going to do a slow redraw and notice how much better this stitches out. It's much more logical. So I just wanted to point that out. That is one of the features that is pretty neat in the software. And so working with the repeat tool is a lot of fun, and I highly recommend utilizing some of the symbols that come with the software. And once you have a symbol you like, bring in that repeat tool so you can see how it's used and what you can do with it. So I hope that this lesson helps you understand symbols better and also what you can do with the repeat tool inside the software. And we'll see you next time in the next video.